Hey guys, it's jcsreborn Jr. here, and I'm here with my buddy Javian. So, just so everybody knows, first off, yes, I do talk to my doll. It's okay. I know he's a doll. Uh, let's just get that straight. So, I have no problem talking to them. I know they're not going to talk back, and actually, I'd be scared if they did really talk back, so it's okay. But, in this video, we're going to talk about how I'm doing. And I tried doing this a couple of days ago, which I'm actually kind of glad I waited until today. I don't really want to talk about this stuff right now on YouTube, but I feel that it's important. And what I'm about to talk about, I do not recommend for anybody. So, this could be a temporary decision, but I've made a decision today, or actually last night, but in the last 2 days. And it's temporary, most likely, but it really depends on me and how much I want to fight for it. So, let's just, before I tell you what I did or what I've decided, let me tell you a little bit about the last 10 years real quick. So I just want you guys to understand that, my time with Dennis was not, spent just living life every day. I really focused on mental health stability, teaching myself. And this is not something that most people do. So it was really trying to teach my brain that when you get into a situation or when something is stressful, you're actually you actually turn off the stress part of it, and but you have to have a goal in mind. So, like, I'll give you an example. When we wanted to move, that could be a big stress for people. And I decided that it wasn't a stress. I mean, it was just something that we decided to do. We did what I did what we needed to, took the steps we needed to do that, and did it. Like, didn't stress about anything. But that was just an example. I would have to say there's maybe just certain things in our lives that we had together that were very stressful. But I was training myself to, when you got depressed, why are you depressed? How can you fix that? Get yourself out of it. Now, a lot of people have depression and there's no reason for it, and it's quite all right that there are many times where I'm depressed and have no idea why. So this was just a real, something I really took and tried to make myself smarter for today. So I spoke with my PCP. Like, actually, I saw him last night and we had a discussion, and it wasn't that I mean, obviously I needed to hear what he had to say so I could kind of incorporate that into my decision, but at the same token, I know I still have time. I've spoke to my mom about it, and she's supportive in whatever decision I decide to make. When we were speaking today, she says, "You sound really good." And I'm like, yeah, that's because I didn't take my medicine today. So I decided to try for 2 weeks. So I have psychiatry on December 1st. So I'm going to go off my meds and see how I do. That's, I think, 2 testosterone shots without medication again, just to see how I do. Now, there's a couple of things that we're doing. We're trying to get in place. So we started grieving support group, which is a very small, and it's with a counselor. Even though he's not counseling you, he's just there to help support the process, which I like better. And that's it. It's just another people to hear your story or whatever, or however you need to get it out or whatever. So it can be that one time a week. I mean, obviously I'm not going to just grieve one time a week, but it's also changing how you think about it in the grief part. Like, I think for me, you just have to learn that you have to accept that part of your life so you can heal from that and move on. And I think what I've been having a really hard time with right now is just feeling stuck. So it's trying to get unstuck so we can move on. I mean, I can't even enjoy the accomplishments that I have done after Dennis died. I mean, besides the accomplishments and the things that I did to fight for him, and the things that we went through for the last year, could be traumatizing for anybody. But just to know from the day he died and from what what I've accomplished in 4 months is utterly amazing. And not even being able to feel that, which honestly doesn't feel good. So it's really starting to take in, hey, listen, you did this. You fought for, and I'll talk about a few things. You fought for a name change. You fought for, the gender marker change and got it. It's done. It's just really, so this is my big thing. I'm not a dissupporter of medication. But for me, for one of the things that I just went through with Dennis and what I had to do, and I was off medication, this should be peanuts compared to what we just went through. All I need, or all I would like, hopefully, is counseling twice a week with that grieving counselor at the end of the week, or grieving support group at the end of the week. It's 3 times a week for counseling. And as long as I'm staying busy, and I would like to try, and I need to teach myself how to do things all over again, how to enjoy playing with my babies, how to enjoy, making stuff. This thing's been really distracting me. Like, my whole house is a mess because I'm making this, but we're trying to get it done. But, learning how to enjoy. And also, I don't really do well alone. I mean, if I didn't have these babies, I think I probably would be crazy or gone crazy. So it kind of helps just having them, when I come in the house, I say, hey buddy, how you doing? I know he's not answering me back, but it's just nice to say hello to somebody or something. But it's not easy to be living alone in a place that you don't, this is where Dennis and I were, or whatever, and it's just learning how to do things all over. And it's not a bad thing. I knew getting into the relationship was going to be, I knew he was only going to be part of my life, not all of my life. That's just the way that it turned out to be, because he was 40 years older. I mean, for me, when we were together, I was always afraid I was going to die and leave him alone. So, you know, I think with having two more counseling, back into the pool finally. I just found out, like, today I messaged my doctor, my back doctor, because I am experiencing pain today. I know I do too much all in one day. I'm very naughty. Shouldn't be doing that. So yesterday I did the laundry, then I went swimming, then I did PT, then I did a little food shopping. I mean, I did too much. And when I do too much, then I feel it the next day. So the positive thing for that is, one, we get to schedule for the cortisone shot, which hopefully that will help so I don't feel this way on these days. But tomorrow I'm going for a massage, and then I got PT after. And then I have a new friend that we're going to go out for a movie and dinner or something like that. So Javian's kind of jealous because he doesn't get to go, but maybe you'll get to meet her someday. So just learning how to live life, and you don't need, or I feel like I don't need medication right now to do that. So this is the thing. This is the goal. So my goal is to get to top surgery. My transition. The biggest thing in my transition, I feel, is top surgery. I want to lose as much weight as I can. If I'm gaining weight because I'm gaining muscle, I'm fine with that. But I really have to be in the pool. I'm focused. I need to, like, really get focused on my transition. And, you know, I think also learning to be able to it's okay to go home. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to, you know, it's okay for things to be new. It won't be new forever. It's really hard for me just because everything is new. Every doctor is new. Everything is new. And I felt like the medicine was just making me more depressed and more feeling the way I didn't want to feel, and it made it harder for me to get through the day. Like, I want the energy. I want the energy to do what I need to do, to get to the, you know, and I just felt like the benefits did not outweigh the side effects of it. So my mom's on board. She understands that, you know, what if you go off the rails again and blah, blah, blah. And I said we have to give it a chance. I said we have to at least try. And I did explain to her about the whole mind thing. And I'm like, if I have counseling and have what I need, then I may not need medication. So what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to put this into 2 parts so it makes it easier for me to put this up. But I'm not quite done telling you everything, so why don't you guys stay tuned for part 2. If you like this video so far, don't forget to like down below. Feel free to leave any comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please check out part 2, and we'll see you guys back here the next time.